Today we're going to be going out deer hunting for the last hunt of the season. It's not real good conditions today. It's got 10 miles per hour wind and it's already 70 degrees. But we're going to try to get another big buck or doe this season. We're going to be hunting in a tree stand. I'm going to eat my supper or my breakfast up and we'll see you there. Okay, we've been here for about an hour. Haven't seen much. But we're gonna stay here for a little bit longer, maybe till dark, I guess, yeah. And see if we can see anything. I'm hoping we can get one. I know deer don't move too well when it's warm. I think it's supposed to get about 70 degrees today. That ain't gonna be too good on our side, but it hasn't got windy yet, and that's good. It's supposed to get real windy, and that might not be good since we're in the tree stand. We did hear some turkeys gobble, though. They sounded, well, I think there was a gobbler and maybe some hens in there. We haven't heard anything from them for a while, so I don't know if they moved on or anything. But if we shoot one, or if we see one, we're gonna film that, so see you then. Okay, I shot me one down. A couple of them stayed behind. There's one over in the top left corner.
You put a good shot on him, Cole. I seen it go down. It looked like it run about 40 yards and went down.
Yeah.
We'll give it plenty of time and we'll come down. There's still 3 standing there. I don't know if you can see them in this video or not. Is there any way to zoom in?
Let me see. You can kind of see that one right over there in the top right corner. Right in the center.
Can you zoom in more?
That's full zoom.
Okay. He shot one of the big does, but these 2 still hanging out here. They don't know what's going on. We're gonna sit here a little while so we don't spook them. Then we'll come down and see what we can do. Okay, Catfish Cole, that was a good job. You made a good shot on that deer. It was about 70 yards out there, and there's still 2 more standing out there.
Yeah.
I seen the one you shot go down.
Me too.
It's laying down there. We'll give these others time to move on out of the area so we don't spook them, and give yours plenty of time to make sure it's down for good.
Yeah.
Then we'll ease down and see what we can do with it. What do you think about that, Cole?
That's pretty good. I think that's close to the area I killed the last one, or I shot the last one.
Yeah, back in October you killed a deer out of this same tree close to the same spot. But that, you never know. It's a bad morning to hunt. It's 70 degrees here on January 11th, and that's bad for deer, but there must have been about 12 of those deer come out on us.
All does, maybe 3 young ones.
Yeah, 3 young ones, and the rest of them are mature does, look like. They come out, and you've done a good job and done what you're supposed to do. You took your time and squeezed the trigger, and you've done an awful good job on that.
Thank you.
Will be some good eating now. The last deer of the year, that'll make enough to do us till next year.
That'll be good.
Yeah. We're gonna sign off here and let these deer get on out of the area. Then we'll ease down and go check it out.
Okay. Okay, we've let all the deer clear out. It's been about 30 minutes and we're gonna go check her out. We're gonna have to climb down the tree stand real quick. But before you climb down the tree stand, you have to make sure your gun's unloaded and tie it to your rope or cord. And make sure its barrel faces up so that it don't get dirt into it when you're lowering it down. I'm gonna check it up. I'm gonna check it and see if it's loaded real quick. Okay. Mine's a bolt action 243. Okay. She don't got nothing in it. Well, she put another one down for the dinner table. Let's go check it out. Okay. This next portion of the video we're gonna film with my GoPro. We'll see you over there. Okay, we're gonna try to walk over there and find it real quick. When all the leaves is falling, it's kind of hard to see them. One time I was hunting and I shot 2 does because we didn't know if I hit the first one. And I was looking down at the ground for a sign of blood, and I was walking with my head down to the ground, and it was right in front of me, and I didn't see it until I almost stepped over it. I must have hit it good. It went along the stump. Kept going. It lost a lot of blood right here. I think this is where it kicked up at. See it? Over there. There it is. That's a nice sized doe.
Yeah.
Decent.
That's a nice doe. It's a good doe.
Pretty.
Yeah. Where'd you hit it at?
Looks like it hit it right there.
Yeah, I think that's the exit hole. Roll it over and we'll see what it went in at. Now this is the exit hole on this side.
Okay.
Man, that blowed a big hole in her, didn't it?
Yeah.
That sure was a good shot.
Mm-hmm.
Look up there. Congratulations, buddy. That's a good deer.
Thank you.
That's what your third one, fourth one this year?
Yeah, I think third one. I think.
No, I think you got 2 does and a buck. And this one.
So that's my 4th deer.
That's your 4th deer of the year. That's a good way to end up the season.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a real good year. I hope next year we'll have as good a year as we did this year. Every year is not this good, but we'll sure try.
Okay, we're down here with the deer now. Pap's going to show us how to field dress it so I can start doing it next year. He's going to show us a step-by-step process in case you've never field dressed a deer and you're thinking about going hunting. This might be helpful for you, so I hope it helps you out. Here we go.
Okay guys, first thing we're going to do is turn its head down the hill, and that shifts all the internal organs down and makes it easier to get to. This is a doe. This is the way we field dress the doe. First thing we want to do is start back here.
So what are you doing right there, Pap?
Well, this is the gut that comes out at the back.
Yeah.
And you want to cut around it.
Okay.
They call this reaming.
Okay.
Because you ream around everything back here.
Yeah.
See, you can see it. You don't want to cut. You don't want to cut the gut. You're just cutting around it.
That makes sense. So you don't want to make a big smelly mess.
Yeah, when you get started, just pull and stay right on the outside of it and cut right around it.
Okay.
You stick your knife right in there.
Yeah.
Go right around and around it like that.
Okay.
Okay, the reason we done that because we don't want to cut through this bone back here and meat
Okay.
to get to that gut to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do, it lets hair and dirt and everything get where you cut between these hams.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then can you hold that leg for me right there?
Yes.
You very easily make a little cut right here. Don't stick too far, because if you stick too far, you'll get in there and get the guts. You don't want to bust the guts.
Right in the middle of the underside of the
Right
deer.
in the middle of the underside. Just make your little cut. Then you take and stick your fingers in there.
2 fingers in there.
And you stick them in there and spread them like that. You hold up. Then you just run right down. Right down the middle till you get to its rib cage.
Okay. And the hams, Pap said earlier, are like its back legs, like the thighs of its back legs, kind of.
Then we're going to turn that part down the hill, pull its head up the hill. That lets everything shift down out of the way to where we've done opened it up down there. Now if you'll hold that,
You can see it's all coming out of its stomach.
then you take right in the middle of the brisket.
You'll probably need like a bone knife for that, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to break through it.
Okay, now we've got its rib cage broke open.
Yes.
Have my other knife.
Here you go.
Now we're going to open him up. See, up in there is where you shot him. You got a diaphragm right here. See that diaphragm?
Mm-hmm.
Start cutting that diaphragm.
Like a slab, kind of.
Yeah. Be careful not to cut none of this stuff, because that's the gut.
Yeah, it smells real bad if you cut it open.
You gotta be careful not to cut your arm on this sharp bone right here.
Yeah.
Just kind of start, you reach up in here, just start pulling and take your knife, reach up there and get a hold of the windpipe.
Yeah.
And cut the windpipe.
Mm-hmm. And if this part's too gruesome for anybody, you just skip ahead.
So you see, you got the diaphragm on this side.
Just pull it out and cut it, right, Pap?
Yeah. Then you reach back in to the inside,
Yeah.
and where you reamed out the outside, you get a hold of it.
And then just start pulling it out
Sometimes you may have to cut just a little bit
more.
to get it out.
Yeah.
But most of the time you can reach back in there far enough to get a hold of it.
Yeah. Okay.
And see, that's the outside of it.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where we reamed around the outside of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we reamed that so we could pull it through to the inside.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't have to cut through this bone, because we didn't want to get dirt and hair and stuff on the good meat.
Yeah.
So when we reamed around the outside, we pulled all the guts out without cutting through this.
Okay, so it's just a time saver, kind of.
Yeah, and plus that bone's hard to cut through,
And the meat would be dirty.
and you make your meat a little bit dirty.
Yeah.
But basically, that's all there are to it. You see all the guts,
Then
all the
cleaned
guts
out.
is cleaned out of it.
Big pile of mess for the coyotes to eat.
Yeah, coyotes, you'll have that by midnight tonight, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
You think you can do it yourself next year?
Well,
Maybe if I refollow this video, I can maybe do it step by step.
Yeah. Well, next year it's going to be your job to do this.
Yeah.
So you've done a good job. I'm proud of you. We're going to get it loaded up and take it to the house and skin her out.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching this video. I had a blast shooting that last deer. She's going to put a lot of meat in the fridge for us until next season. Too bad deer season's over, but we still got turkey and fishing, so we won't get bored around here. This video is actually going to be have a part 1 and part 2. This is part 1, and the part 2 is just blocking out the deer. We decided to make it 2 parts because it was super long. We took about hours worth of footage. It was pretty cool though. So I should be pointing at the link right now. Mom, make sure you put that in there, and we'll see you all next time.